Dear students, today I would like to discuss figures of speech or rhetoric and prosody. You can compare my discussion with your textbook on the rhetoric and prosody by Bose and Starling. So now I would like to talk about figures of speech. What is figure? Figure stands for a form or shape. The term is derived from Latin figura, that means shape of an object. Now figures of speech in language stands for the art of speaking or writing pleasantly and wittily. So it is the art of speaking or writing. According to Professor Bain, a figure of speech is a deviation from the plain and ordinary way of speaking for the sake of emphasis or for the sake of greater effect. So in the language we can use figurative devices or literary devices. So there are many varieties of figures of speech or rhetorical ornaments, as ornaments enhance the beauty of the person. Similarly, figures of speech or ornaments can enhance or can embellish our language. The most important of the figures of speech may be classified in the following way: figures based on similarity, figures based on association, figures based on difference, figures based on imagination, figures based on indirectness, figures based on sound, and figures based on construction. Now let us discuss the figures based on similarity. There are 5 important figures of speech based on similarity. Let us discuss simile as the first example of the figure based on similarity. What is simile? Simile is a figure of speech in which two dissimilar things are compared with the linker, as or like. So two dissimilar things will be compared with a point of similarity. You can take as example, my love is like a red rose, or as child shows the man, morning shows the day. So in the first example, I can interpret that my love is like a red rose. So here comparison is made between love and rose. These are two different or dissimilar things, and the linker has been used as like. In the second example, a child shows the man, morning shows the day. So here you see two comparisons, child and man, and morning and day, and the linker has been used as. So in the figure of speech where linkers like as or like are used in order to make comparison between two dissimilar things, that is all about simile. Now let us come to the second type of figure based on similarity, that is metaphor. Metaphor is, unlike simile, a comparison made implicitly. Here two different things are compared with a point of similarity, but there is no linker, as like, as you find in the simile. An example of metaphor can be cited as you have read in Ulysses a line, I will drink life to the lees. So here the comparison is made between life and lees. What does lees stand for? Lees stands for sediment. So the comparison between life and sediments has been made with the omission of any linker. You don't have any linker like as like. So if you can differentiate between the simile and the metaphor, what would you see? You see that in simile there is an explicit comparison, whereas in metaphor you see an implicit comparison. Now there is another type of figure of speech based on similarity, that is fable. What is fable? Fable is a short imaginary story with a moral. Here the characters are mostly animals and the language used is simple. You have read Aesop's fables, that is the fables imparting moral lesson and with a moral at the end of the story. And another type of figure based on similarity is parable. What is parable? Parable just like fable. Parable is also the short fictitious story with a moral, but unlike fable, here the characters are human beings, and it gives us a good moral lesson. For example, I can mention the parable of the Good Samaritan. The last type based on similarity is allegory. What is allegory? Allegory is long and detailed comparison based on similarity or similitude. For example, I can mention Swift's Gulliver's Travels or Bunyan's Pilgrim's Progress, Hemingway's novel The Old Man and the Sea. So in Gulliver's Travels, you see the characters are just treated as the animals, and in this figure of speech you see the long and detailed comparison. So commonly speaking, simile and metaphor, these two figures of speech are common in language because we often use them in order to make our language embellished, polished and refined. I hope you have understood both similes and metaphors. For more examples and illustrations, you should follow the book Figures of Speech or Rhetoric and Prosody. This is the most authentic book written by Bose and Starling. Thank you.